What it do, Niner? Bam. Now, it's been a lot going on. It's been a lot going on, especially in free agency. Really, Niners could have did a lot more in free agency. I was expecting a lot more, but it ain't done. Really, if you actually, when the Niners go after, big names, it depends. If they go after a big name, it's usually during the season. And like Chase Young or Emmanuel Sanders during the season, we see that okay, we finna go on that run. Then we'll go after big names, some free agents. Then, but as far as the beginning of the season, we don't really go after big names like that. You know what I'm saying? But now, Mike Evans is a big name. You know what I'm saying? And then some people's like, well, I thought the Niners were gonna go young. Go young for what? To me, this should have been an all-in year. I would have been like, okay, get, a bunch of free agents, put it together. Put it together and, go on that run. Because if we can do what we did with what we had last year, all we got to do is throw some depth in there. That with all that the injuries and stuff that happened last year, that's not going to happen again, man. That's not going to happen again. So we get, let me see, we got Mike Evans for 3 years, 60 million, but I think it's like 40 million with like 16 up front or whatever it is and incentives and everything else, you feel me? I think, hey, Salah been kind of sniping us from some of the cats we were supposed to be getting, man. Saying, and I understand, Salah because the same thing that with the Titans, not Titans, with the Texans. What's name went down there with the Texans, D'Amico Ryan. He took a couple of our players too. You know what I'm saying? They just went down there with him. So I'm thinking the same kind of thing with Salah. I'm saying, don't get it twisted. I think if Fred Warner wasn't up under contract, he'd have left. I'm saying, he'd have left. But now he up under contract, he's not going anywhere. Let me see. Trent Williams. Trent Williams is doing this again. If you remember when right after the Super Bowl, when Ayuk first started doing that crap, all this crap Ayuk was doing, Trent Williams was doing it too. He just wasn't as vocal. Trent Williams just won't come in. He just wasn't as vocal, and they had to pay him the money. They had to pay him the money. That's the part I didn't like. He'll like hold him hostage. You know what I'm saying? He act like, a Niner, I'm a Niner, I want to be a Niner, and then he does stuff like this. This ain't his first time doing this, man. He kind of does this a lot now. Yeah, last year he played all season. Did he play every game? I don't know. I think he was hurt for a minute. I think he did have a hamstring or something like that for a couple games. Saying, but I'm like, man, Trent Williams, he been doing this, man. I mean, how long you going? I understand he good. And, Hall of Famer, every Pro Bowl, everything. But, I mean, he always holding the Niners hostage like this. And expect to get more money, keep getting more, fleecing them for hella money. I don't like that stuff, man. I don't like that. Let me see. We were supposed to get a defensive tackle from the Colts. I think that what's his name got him too. Salah got him too. Salah been trying to backdoor motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because we was supposed to get a defensive end. I'm saying we're supposed to get a defensive end. What's that? John Myers or whatever it is. Supposed to get a defensive end from the Tennessee Titans too, and I think Salah kind of, they gave him $63 million. Go ahead, get the money. Give him the money, Salah. Give him the money. We good. But like I said, with we lost Kendrick Bourne to the Cardinals. People don't know, and Kendrick Bourne didn't play a lot. He played like one or two good games with Mac Jones. He played one or two good games. You know what I'm saying? He was balling. And the thing is, Bourne wanted to be signed with the Niners. He wanted to stay with the Niners. I remember when he was on the bench and he was like, shit, I just made money and I ain't did nothing. He was a team first. I liked it, Bourne. You know what I'm saying? But they broke him off some bread. You know what I'm saying? They broke him off some bread with the Cardinals. If I was him on the left too, you gonna get your money. Because Niners wasn't going to give it to him. And they wanted him to take just the bare work for incentives. And he wanted to stay. He wanted to stay. So I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? He still got love for the Niners. He said in one of his tweets, he was like, "Oh, I'm leaving. Just don't have the boys put a target on me or something like that." You feel me? Sky Moore, the kick returner, he gone. You know what I'm saying? To the Green Bay Packers. All right, hopefully we got a good kick returner. Hopefully we got another kick returner. You know what I'm saying? We know Fred Warner them coming back. We got most of our players, you feel me? Who else we lost? So let me see. Jordan Elliott is going down there with Saleh. You feel me? Saleh sniping fools off. You feel me? I expected him to do. I expected Saleh to do that stuff, try to bolster that defense down there with some of our players. And the thing is, they're not going to keep them players. They just he wants some continuity from the defensive what he put together down there with the Niners. He want to make sure, okay, I'm gonna get these guys and then throw them in the mix over here so he can help train some of these other guys. And then he gonna get a bunch of draft picks and everything else. You feel me? What I did like what the Niners did was Eddie De Niro. Sign him. Yes, that was crucial. If you look at all the what the pieces that the Niners needed, that was not. Hey, you know what? Because I'm gonna get into that, but what's his name from the Broncos? Dre Greenlaw. They booted him out. They just booted him out. The thing is, see, Dre Greenlaw, he got what he wanted. You want to be the starter. You want to be the man. You want to be all that with the Broncos. And what happened? They just got rid of him. They like, we could. You feel me? Should have stayed with the Niners. And the thing is, the Niners, Shanahan and Lynch went to his house, offering him more money than the Broncos was doing. He said, "No, I want to be in the same position Fred Warner is, and I want to be the leader." Well, you didn't play. Think about their playoff games. Go look at the Broncos playoff games. I don't even know if he played them games. I don't even know if Dre Greenlaw played. Go. If you can see where they said his name, or I don't even think he was in the games in the playoffs. See, he got exactly what he wanted, and then look. Now he a free agent. Now, yes, if I'm the Niners, I would pick him up, but I'm not paying him nothing. Number one, you are injury prone. Number two, you actually, the Niners gave you a chance, and you was just like, we got a couple of linebackers. The one, the cat we got off the, he came off the couch, played in the Eagles game, and he was balling. He needed a job. He want to play with the Niners. Whereas if we was going to give Dre Greenlaw money and everything else, so I would let him know, like, dude, I don't know, dude. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't got it like you had it. That's what I would do. You feel me? But as far as the things that the Niners needed, now you see we got that other that left tackle from the Patriots. Signed him to some bread, you know what I'm saying? Because of Trent Williams. Now, dude is a swing tackle too, so he probably can play different positions too. So, but we don't know. They talking about trading Trent Williams. Now, yes, we want to keep him. Yes, I would like, but now he's doing this every year. He be like, oh, I want to play. When, at the end of the season, they always be like, oh, are you going to play? Are you going to play? And then when at the end of the season comes, then he want more money. I want more money. More money is look, go back and look. Every year we got to give him more money. Every year you got to give him more money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, yeah, he still can play. Yeah, he's one of the great. But man, don't you think we need some of that money to, get us ahead so we can get Super Bowl? But we did get some depth just in case he tried to pull that, I'm not gonna play routine. Because in his position, he's got to be, and it's still early. It's super early. So they negotiate and they doing everything else. But now if they can trade him off, if we can get a decent tackle, and they can trade him off. Let me tell you something. I don't want Trent Williams to go nowhere, but now, if you can go, it's free agency. Got some offensive linemen. Got a whole bunch of offensive linemen that people can get. Saying, but I don't like to be held hostage by somebody who keeps claiming that they want to be a Niner this bad, and then it's all about money. I more money, more money. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? They can just go in and get them some depth. Go in and get them somebody. That's what I would do. You could trade him off. You trade Trent Williams off, you're gonna get some good picks. You're gonna get some good picks. Shit, look at when now everybody look. I'm telling you how our luck goes. Max Crosby. Okay, remember everybody wanted Max Crosby. Max Crosby. He goes to the well, he thought he was going to the Ravens. He failed his physical. So they like, I don't know. The Ravens like, I ain't fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? Now I think eventually he might pass it, but they was like, nah, they rejected it right now. So I think what they was gonna give up 2 firsts for that. No. You gotta remember the Niners, people be forgetting our defense was solid. Mikael Williams, the rookie, that first round pick from last year. And even Saleh said, man, I'm going to keep my eye on him because Saleh the one was like, I want him. So I'm guaranteed he going to be nice. He going to be nice. And reason Saleh said, I'm going to keep my eye on him, he going to wait till that, he going to see when he balling and everything else, wait till that contract up and probably try to fleece him over there. Saying, because I'm knowing he going to be a beast. Because you got to remember, when he was playing, and even when Bosa wasn't, Mikael Williams was getting double teamed as a rookie. So I'm, using that second year, he's gonna be nice. And then Bosa come back, Fred Warner. So all we gotta do is, fill in some of the pieces. That's what I would do. That's basically what you gotta do. And getting Mike Evans, like I said, yes, bolster that offense up. Look, Ricky Pearsall. I don't want to call him injury prone. He's not a bust. He can catch. He's good. I don't want to call him injury prone, but he gets injured, man. We ain't even going to talk about him getting shot, but he gets injured, man. So I'm going to give him that benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Now with Mike Evans, the attention going to go over there. So now, Ricky Pearsall, you got, hey, handle your business. Just eat. You know what I'm saying? Mike Evans going to do his thing. He going to do his thing. I know Purdy going to love that. You know what I'm saying? A vet like that. You know what I'm saying? Kittle coming back. Christian McCaffrey coming back. It's a whole bunch of people out there that's still out there. It ain't even done. And we still got the draft. So the Niners looking nice. It's looking nice. So I'm happy where the route we going. I just don't like the little Trent Williams thing. I don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been doing this. See, he just ain't vocal with it. He do it the right way. He don't say nothing. See, that is the right way. It's some bullshit, but it's the right way. Ayuk was loud and wanted to go on talk shows and everything else. You got to be like, Trent Williams and let his agent talk for him. I mean, that's the way you're supposed to do it, but I don't like it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So now still watching free agents. You got to watch people spend all this big money on these free agents. You got to remember, I wouldn't like the Niners. I don't want them to spend all this money on some big names and somebody get injured. Nah, that ain't gonna cut it. You can spend you a little bit of bread on somebody who's serviceable. You gotta remember the Niners offense is nice. And we still got Mac Jones too. Purdy balling. We still got Mac Jones too. The offense is nice. When Purdy was throwing 5 touchdowns a game, that's not by accident, man. That's not by accident. He's a baller. But his people can't be getting injured. That's just what it is. Imagine what Mike Evans, watch. Go back and look what Mike Evans was doing when he had a Brady, you know what I'm saying? When he has a quarterback that can get him the ball. And don't think that they ain't not going to double team him. They not going to treat him like they see our wide receivers we had last year when everybody got injured. They couldn't really get no separation. Now you got a pure number one that can get separation, and he'll go up and get that 50-50 ball. Saying, remember when Ayuk his come out year, that come out year where he was balling. This is gonna be better than that. I'm telling you right now. This is gonna be better than that. You know what I'm saying, I like the Mike Evans thing. I like it a lot. You know what I'm saying? The haters gonna be there. So it's just starting. So and really, I don't need to even speak on Seattle because they just been they've been kind of quiet. You know why they've been kind of quiet? You done lost a lot of pieces. Seattle, that Super Bowl, that fluke-ass Super Bowl that you had, I'm telling you, Seattle, it is what it is. That Super Bowl was a fluke. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't even make the playoffs next year, but I'm going to let that go, man. I'm going to let that go. Man, I know when I looked at the schedule, we played them out of the country games or whatever the hell it is, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to be good this year coming up. We're going to be good, you know what I'm saying? I said I had to jump on, said I'm going to jump on, and let me holler at the fam, you know what I'm saying? The Niner fam. So let me know what y'all think. I'm saying, what y'all think about free agency. We're going to get some more people. We're going to get some more people. We usually do it later on. But I think Mike Evans, they was going to get Mike Evans. I think him and Mike Evans and Kittle got some type of rapport. I'm saying. But what y'all think about it? Let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments. Peace. I'm out of here.